We've all been there. That deadline looms, the to-do list grows longer, yet we find ourselves scrolling through social media or reorganizing our sock drawer. This, my friends, is the universal dance of procrastination. It's that sneaky habit of delaying the important for the immediately gratifying. Procrastination doesn't discriminate. It affects students, professionals, and even someone just putting off that call to schedule a dentist appointment. We tell ourselves, I work better under pressure, or I'll start tomorrow when I'm more in the mood. But deep down, we know these are just clever disguises for the real issue at hand. The truth is, procrastination is more than just a quirky habit or a matter of poor time management. By understanding its root causes and arming ourselves with the right tools and strategies, we can break free from its grip. So, buckle up, procrastinators. It's time to face our nemesis head-on and unlock a world of productivity, fulfillment, and yes, even inner peace. Procrastination isn't just a harmless quirk. It comes with a hefty price tag. At work, procrastination can lead to missed deadlines, rushed projects, and a decline in work quality. In our personal lives, procrastination can strain relationships, create financial burdens, and leave us feeling overwhelmed and unfulfilled. But the true cost of procrastination runs deeper than external consequences. It chips away at our self-esteem, fuels self-doubt, and keeps us trapped in a cycle of guilt and shame. And that, my friends, is a price too high to pay. Let's debunk a common myth. Procrastination is not simply a matter of laziness. It's often driven by a complex web of emotions and psychological factors that lurk beneath the surface. Fear of failure whispers, "What if I'm not good enough?" It paralyzes us with the fear of judgment, criticism, and the potential blow to our ego. Perfectionism sets impossibly high standards, demanding flawlessness in every endeavor. The irony is, this pursuit of flawlessness often prevents us from even starting, leaving us stuck in a cycle of inaction and self-criticism. Imagine your life as a series of interconnected dominoes. Procrastination doesn't just impact the task at hand, it sets off a ripple effect, disrupting the delicate balance of our lives. The longer we let it fester, the more areas of our lives it infiltrates, leaving us feeling overwhelmed, defeated, and utterly out of control. By recognizing procrastination's insidious nature and taking proactive steps to address it, we can regain control, restore balance, and create a life that is both productive and fulfilling. The workplace. A breeding ground for procrastination, where deadlines loom like hungry vultures. Procrastination in the workplace is not just about laziness or poor time management. It's often a symptom of deeper anxieties, fear of failure, perfectionism, or feeling overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of a task. Procrastination can damage our reputation, erode trust with colleagues and superiors, and limit opportunities for growth and advancement. By developing effective time management strategies, setting realistic goals, and addressing the underlying anxieties that fuel our procrastination, we can transform our work lives from a source of stress to a source of satisfaction and achievement. While the impact of procrastination on our work lives is often evident, its toll on our relationships can be more insidious. Procrastination can manifest in countless ways in our relationships, canceling plans at the last minute, constantly running late, or simply not being fully present when we're with loved ones. Over time, these seemingly small acts of procrastination can chip away at the foundation of our most cherished bonds. Prioritize your relationships. Make time for the people you care about, even if it means saying no to other commitments. Perhaps the most insidious consequence of procrastination is its relentless assault on our self-worth. Each unfulfilled task, each broken promise, each time we choose instant gratification over meaningful action, our inner critic grows louder. Procrastination feeds on our insecurities, confirming our deepest fears about ourselves. By recognizing the voice of our inner critic and challenging its negative narratives, we can start to reclaim our self-worth. By focusing on our strengths, celebrating our successes, and practicing self-compassion, we can silence that inner saboteur and step into a brighter, more fulfilling future. Let's face it, procrastination is often less about laziness and more about fear. It's that knot in your stomach when facing a big project, the voice whispering, "What if you fail?" It's the fear of judgment, of not measuring up, of the big, bad what-ifs that keep us glued to our comfort zones. For some, it's the fear of failure, the dread of not meeting expectations, whether our own or others. For others, it's the fear of success. Success can be scary too. It can mean change, stepping outside our comfort zones, and even the fear of outgrowing our current circles. By understanding the root of our procrastination, we can start to dismantle its power and pave the way for a more confident, action-oriented approach to life. Perfectionism, that seemingly noble pursuit of flawlessness, can often be procrastination's best friend. It sets the bar impossibly high, demanding an impeccable outcome, a flawless masterpiece. The fear of not measuring up, of being judged, of falling short of our own unrealistic expectations, keeps us stuck in a perpetual loop of procrastination. The irony is that perfectionism often leads to the opposite of its intended goal. Instead of producing exceptional results, it stifles creativity, hinders progress, and leaves us feeling inadequate and overwhelmed. By shifting our focus from an unattainable ideal to a mindset of progress over perfection, we can break free from procrastination's grip and unleash our true potential. It might seem counterintuitive, but sometimes we procrastinate because deep down, we're afraid of success. This fear often disguises itself as self-sabotage, a sneaky way of staying within our comfort zones, even if those zones are no longer serving us. Success can be daunting. It can bring change, increased responsibility, and even the fear of outgrowing our current circumstances or relationships. We might worry about not being able to handle the pressure, or we might fear judgment or envy from others. Recognize that it's okay to be afraid of the unknown, but don't let it paralyze you. Embrace the discomfort of growth, celebrate your achievements, and surround yourself with supportive people who believe in your potential. While we often joke about procrastination being a personality flaw, it's important to remember that it can sometimes be a symptom of underlying mental health conditions. Conditions like anxiety, depression, and ADHD can significantly impact our executive functioning skills, including our ability to plan, focus, and initiate tasks. If you find that procrastination is a persistent and debilitating issue in your life, it's crucial to seek professional help. A therapist or counselor can help you identify any underlying mental health concerns and develop coping mechanisms and strategies to manage procrastination more effectively. By addressing the root causes of your procrastination, you can create a more balanced, fulfilling, and productive life. Imagine this: a deadline looms, and instead of tackling the task, your mind races with what-ifs. Anxiety thrives on uncertainty, and it just loves to hijack our best intentions. The result? We avoid, we delay, we tell ourselves we'll feel more in the mood later. But let's be honest, that magical mood rarely arrives. The key to breaking free? Recognize anxiety's game. Challenge those negative thoughts. Remind yourself that you are stronger than your anxiety, and that action, even imperfect action, is the antidote to worry's grip. Depression's heavy cloak. When motivation takes a backseat, procrastination isn't always about fear or perfectionism. Sometimes it's a symptom of a deeper struggle. Depression, with its heavy cloak of apathy and fatigue, can make even the simplest tasks feel like climbing Mount Everest. Imagine your motivation as a car battery. Depression acts like a slow but steady drain on that battery, leaving you feeling depleted, uninspired, and utterly drained. That once enjoyable hobby now feels like a chore. That project you were excited about now seems as appealing as a week-old salad. Depression whispers, "What's the point?" It tells us we're not good enough, that our efforts don't matter, and that we're failures before we even begin. This negative self-talk becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, leading to further inaction and a deepening sense of hopelessness. If you find yourself struggling with persistent procrastination coupled with feelings of sadness, hopelessness, or loss of interest in activities you once enjoyed, it's crucial to reach out for professional help. Depression is a treatable condition, and with the right support, you can reclaim your motivation, your energy, and your zest for life. ADHD and the distractibility dilemma, a battle against impulsive impulses. Ever feel like your brain is a browser with 20 tabs open, all vying for your attention? Welcome to the world of ADHD, where procrastination often stems from a constant battle against distractions and a brain wired for novelty seeking. For those with ADHD, it's not necessarily a lack of motivation that fuels procrastination, but rather a difficulty regulating attention, managing impulses, and resisting the allure of the shiny and new. It's like trying to focus on a conversation while a marching band parades past. Nearly impossible. That urge to check your phone every 5 minutes, the sudden fascination with the history of staplers. These are just a few ways ADHD can derail even the best-laid plans. The good news is that there are strategies to manage these challenges. From medication to therapy, From time management techniques to creating structured environments that minimize distractions, there are tools and techniques to help individuals with ADHD harness their unique strengths and thrive in a world not always designed for their neurodiversity. Seeking support, breaking free from procrastination's hold. Procrastination can feel like a solitary struggle, a secret shame we try to hide from the world. But here's the truth, you are not alone. Millions of people grapple with procrastination, and thankfully there's no shame in seeking support to break free from its grip. If procrastination is consistently impacting your work, relationships, or overall well-being, consider reaching out to a mental health professional. They can help you identify the root causes of your procrastination, develop personalized coping mechanisms, and provide a safe and supportive space to explore the thoughts and emotions that might be driving your procrastination. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Just as you wouldn't hesitate to see a doctor for a physical ailment, it's equally important to prioritize your mental health. With the right support, you can overcome procrastination, unlock your potential, and live a more fulfilling and productive life. Taming the procrastination beast. Your action plan awaits. Ready to wage war against procrastination? Good! It's time to ditch the overwhelm and embrace a proactive, empowered approach. Think of it as designing your own personal procrastination-busting battle plan, complete with strategies, tools, and a sprinkle of humor to keep things interesting. First things first, let's acknowledge that change doesn't happen overnight. There's no magic pill for instant productivity, but with consistent effort and a willingness to experiment, you can transform your relationship with procrastination from foe to, well, maybe not friend, but at least a manageable acquaintance. The key is to start small. No need to overhaul your entire life in one go. Identify one area where procrastination is holding you back. Maybe it's work, relationships, or that creative project you've been putting off. And let's focus on that. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a procrastination-free existence. Be patient with yourself, celebrate small victories, and keep your eye on the prize. A life where procrastination takes a backseat to action, fulfillment, and joy. Prioritize like a pro, conquering your to-do list with purpose. Sometimes our to-do lists look like a monster under the bed, scary and overwhelming, but a well-crafted to-do list can be your superpower. Prioritize like a pro. Identify your MIT's most important tasks. These tasks move the needle forward. What will make the biggest impact? What will I be most proud of accomplishing? Break MITs into smaller steps. A journey begins with a single step. Approach tasks one chunk at a time. Schedule time for your MITs. Guard this time against distractions. You control your time. Invest it wisely in what matters. Time management hacks. Outsmarting procrastination with clever strategies. Time management. It's the bane of every procrastinator's existence. Outsmart procrastination by working with your natural tendencies. Use time management hacks to trick your brain into productivity. Try the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. This helps maintain focus and prevent burnout. Time boxing assigns specific times to tasks, creating urgency. Experiment with different techniques to find what works best. Practice makes perfect in mastering time management. Silence, the inner critic. Replacing self-doubt with self-compassion. Procrastination often goes hand in hand with that pesky inner critic. You know, that voice that loves to whisper doubts, point out flaws, and generally make you feel inadequate. But here's the thing, you don't have to listen to it. The first step is to simply become aware of your inner critic's voice. Notice the negative self-talk, the shoulds and musts that fuel your procrastination. Once you're aware of these thought patterns, you can start to challenge them. Instead of berating yourself for procrastinating, try offering yourself some self-compassion. Talk to yourself as you would a good friend, with kindness, understanding, and encouragement. Remember, everyone procrastinates sometimes. It doesn't mean you're a failure or that you're not good enough. It simply means you're human. Focus on your strengths, celebrate your accomplishments, and practice self-care. The more you nurture your self-worth, the quieter that inner critic's voice will become, and the easier it will be to overcome procrastination and achieve your goals. Fueling your focus. Natural dopamine boosters for procrastination prevention. Ever notice how procrastination often strikes when you're feeling tired, sluggish, or just plain blah? That's no coincidence. Our brains thrive on dopamine, that feel-good chemical that plays a starring role in motivation, focus, and reward. The good news is, you don't need a prescription to boost your dopamine levels. Mother Nature offers a plethora of natural mood boosters that can help you power through procrastination and reclaim your productivity. Start by ditching the sugar and processed foods, which can actually deplete your dopamine levels over time. Instead, fuel your brain with dopamine-rich foods like lean proteins, healthy fats, and plenty of fruits and vegetables. Think of it this way. You wouldn't put cheap gas in a high-performance sports car, would you? Treat your brain with the same respect you would a finely tuned machine, and watch your productivity soar. The power of just 5 minutes. Outsmarting procrastination's inertia. One of procrastination's sneakiest tricks is convincing us that we need to feel motivated before we can take action. But here's a secret. Motivation often follows action, not the other way around. The next time you find yourself staring down a daunting task, try this. Commit to just 5 minutes. That's it. Set a timer and tell yourself you only have to work on the task for 5 measly minutes. You might be surprised by what happens. Often those 5 minutes are all it takes to break through the inertia of procrastination and jumpstart your motivation. Once you're in motion, it's much easier to stay in motion. And if after 5 minutes you're still dreading the task, that's okay. You honored your commitment. Take a break, reassess, and maybe try another 5-minute chunk later. The key is to start small, build momentum, and prove to yourself that you are capable of taking action, even when you don't feel like it. Embracing imperfect action, progress over perfection in the battle against procrastination. Perfectionism, that seductive siren of procrastination, whispering promises of flawlessness and a masterpiece around every corner. But here's the harsh reality. Perfection is a myth. It's a destination that never truly arrives, and chasing it will only leave you frustrated, burnt out, and with a whole lot of unfinished business. The antidote to perfectionism? Embracing imperfect action. It's about shifting your focus from achieving an unattainable ideal to simply making progress one step at a time. Remember, done is better than perfect. Don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect level of inspiration. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Each imperfect step you take is a victory over procrastination, a testament to your commitment to growth, and a stepping stone on the path to achieving your goals. So, ditch the pressure to be perfect. Embrace the messy beauty of imperfection, and watch as you unlock a world of productivity, creativity, and fulfillment that procrastination could only dream of holding you back from. Celebrate your wins. The power of positive reinforcement in the fight against procrastination. Instead of beating ourselves up for procrastination, celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Positive reinforcement is a powerful motivator. Celebrate accomplishments to release dopamine, reinforcing positive behaviors. Cross off tasks, take breaks, and acknowledge progress. Every step towards overcoming procrastination is a victory. Embrace positive reinforcement and watch your motivation soar. The journey from procrastination to productivity. Congratulations, my fellow recovering procrastinators. We've journeyed through procrastination and armed ourselves with powerful tools. Now, it's time to claim our place as masters of our time and champions of productivity. Remember, breaking free from procrastination is a journey. There will be days when the snooze button calls your name, when that Netflix queue beckons, or when that inner critic whispers doubts. And that's okay. We are all a work in progress. Approach this journey with self-compassion and humor, and believe in our ability to change. Each time we choose action over inaction, each time we prioritize our well-being, each time we silence that inner critic with a resounding "I can do this," we reclaim our time, energy, and lives. So let's banish the guilt and embrace the power of consistent action. We are not defined by our procrastination. We are defined by our choices and resilience and our commitment to a productive, fulfilling life. Your procrastination-busting toolkit. Key takeaways and empowering action steps. Let's review key takeaways and action steps to keep procrastination at bay. Procrastination is rarely about laziness. It's often fueled by fear or perfectionism. Address root causes with self-compassion and professional support. Prioritize like a pro. Identify your MITs and break them down. Embrace time management techniques like the Pomodoro technique. Celebrate your wins and silence the inner critic with kindness. You are capable of amazing things. Conquer your to-do list with confidence. Please share this video, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to help my channel grow and reach out more people. Sharing means love and kindness. Share this video with someone for whom it might be helpful.